down, so Worth convinces him to take a break. They decide to take a nap and Quentin waits until everyone is asleep to steal the boot from Worth. Then he wakes Levin up and takes her to the next room. He thinks that without the others, she can concentrate. Things get awkward when he starts babbling about them being the key and touches her inappropriately, saying they're a man and a woman as the two halves of the equation. Levin immediately tries to run from him, but Quentin easily catches her and tries to take her to another room. Suddenly Worth brings him down, allowing Levin to leave his arms. As Kazan also joins them, Quentin goes on another rant, saying everyone else is a spy and insulting Holloway. This makes Levin realize he dropped her, so she and Worth tell him to leave alone. Quentin throws the boot at Worth's face to bring him down, then he starts beating him up with a crazy look on his face. Afterward Quentin throws Worth through the floor door. To everyone's surprise, he just starts laughing. The trio decides to go down and discovers that they're back in the room with Ren Body, which means they've been going in circles. Quentin freaks out and asks Levin where they are, pushing her toward the numbers. Levin says she doesn't know and yells at him, pointing out that he hasn't done anything. Feeling nothing but despair, Quentin says Worth was right, there's no way out. While Quentin cries, Worth remembers that Ren was killed in the next room. He takes a look and sees there's nothing out there, so they're back on the edge. This doesn't make sense because he remembers Ren entering a room. Quentin thinks he's wasting time and throws the boot at him, so it falls down the edge. Worth ignores him and keeps talking, pointing out that they haven't been moving in circles. It's the rooms that have been moving all along, which explains the weird mechanical noises and the shaking. Levin realizes he's right and they look at the plaques together. They conclude that the numbers are a list of all the coordinates that the room passes through. The room that had a coordinate outside the cube must be the bridge to enter the cube. They didn't see the exit because it had already moved. They have to go back to that room and wait until it returns to its original position to leave. Levin does a bunch of calculations using the numbers surrounding them and concludes that the rooms will return to their original positions in 2 more moves. Quentin wants to get moving, but there's still the matter of traps. Levin has realized that the traps are identified by the power of a prime, which is a number too big for her to calculate in her head. An argument ensues, but they're interrupted by Kazan, who solves the first equation in just a second. It turns out he's the kind of autistic person who can do genius-level calculations in his mind. After Kazan gives them the answer, Quentin throws Worth into the other room without warning. No trap is activated, so they keep moving with Kazan as their guide. Quentin keeps complaining about everything and doesn't move fast enough, so his head gets trapped when the door closes against his neck. Levin and Kazan rush to check the other doors while Worth uses the chance to push Quentin back and close the door. Then Worth makes Levin check the floor door and steps away, so Quentin reopens the door to join them. Suddenly Worth opens the floor door and Quentin falls, hitting his head hard enough to bleed. Now the trio can keep moving without his violent behavior. A few cubes later, they find the edge again, and they have to move out of the way when a room slides down. It lands in front of their door, confirming their theory. Levin and Worth move to the next room, but before Kazan can join them, the rooms move and he's taken away. They can hear him screaming nearby, so Worth crosses a few rooms to find him. However, Kazan is scared and refuses to move. Meanwhile, Levin